How's it going, everybody? Doing a gum chewing DVD movies pickup video today, and a little bit of a movie ramble, specifically about certain movies that involved the pickups I had. But these are my two DVD pickups: The Ghost and The Booth. Both Tartan Asia Extreme. This one is new. This one was used. I think they were both a little. I think I paid I think it was a little over $8 each with tax. I might have seen this one back in the day. I cannot remember. This one I have not seen. Great disc sound, but I wanted to ramble about Tartan Asia Extreme movies. But I used to have some of these back in the day. Like, I think there's probably, I don't know, like these came from a couple different countries: Japan, South Korea, Thailand. I think one or two more they pop in from. Mostly horror, but there's also other stuff in there too. The Audition is under this. Old Boy, Battle Royale, which are three movies I saw back then. And then I'd pick up other stuff like, I have a list of them here. What was under this? Ultimate Tartan Asia Extreme list. Well, like Abnormal Beauty, I remember, but I'm not sure if I saw it back then. There was a ton. There's Audition, Bangkok Dangerous, which got an American remake. There's Battle Royale, Carved the Slit Mouth Woman, I remember. Cello I had back in the day on DVD, and I'm actually watching that again. Cinderella. Dark Water was, a ton of known stuff. Hard Boiled, I believe, might have been on here. The Eye, all the Eye movies, which the first one got remade here. It wasn't as good. Yeah, there's Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled it's directed by John Woo. Had a scene, I'm pretty sure it was that movie, I could be wrong, but there was a scene in a hospital where this shootout was nuts. They were literally like 5 feet from each other, just shooting at each other in this hospital. It was wild. Great movie, though. The Heirloom, I remember, but I'm not sure if I saw it. You had different kinds of movies. I think Whispering Corridors, Lady Vengeance is on here, The Maid. Yeah, there's the second Whispering Corridors, but there's Wishing Stairs, Whispering Corridors, which I do remember. Phone sounds familiar. Reincarnation, I remember. The Ring, or Ringu, is on here as well. Shudder. Tale of Two Sisters is one I remember. I had that one on DVD. I had like 4 or 5 of these, maybe a little more on DVD. Like I had Audition back then, Battle Royale, and Tale of Two Sisters, Cello I remember having. I might have had Reincarnation as well. Old Boy. Might have a couple others. Then there was other stuff like Jew Ray the Uncanny that wasn't on this list, wasn't part of this. Like I said, I hadn't seen these, but I was thinking about them the other night. I was like, let me see how much they're going for on eBay. Some are more expensive. Some are on Blu-ray, but then they're more expensive. I'm like, I can get them on DVD. I might have, like I said, this might have a different name over there. A lot of them are creepy ghost type shit, urban legends and stuff. And then you have stuff like Hard Boiled, or The Audition is kind of horror. The Audition is sick. Guy in a sack. Woman pukes in a bowl and he eats it. Shit like that. Old Boy's a classic that got remade and kind of sucked. Here in the U.S., it got a Western remake and sucked. It's funny, there's the scene in Old Boy where the way it's filmed, he's coming down the hall with the hammer and he's fighting the people. It's such a sick scene. I'm pretty sure they did something similar in that latest, I think it's Amazon Prime movie with Jason Momoa. And maybe Batista's in it. Dave Batista's in it too. I could be wrong. It's a classic scene. And Battle Royale is incredible. I had that on DVD, then I had it on Blu-ray as well. And sold it both times. There was a second one that I have not seen. Apparently it's not good. But a lot of it's horror. 75% of it's probably horror. Maybe a little less. Like I said, The Eye, Dark Water, Shudder. Spoilers for Shudder here. I don't know if they did it in the American version too. But the guy's like, him and his buddies, I think, are out on a thing, and they kill this woman. I think it's by accident, but they cover it up, and then the guy's like, my back's been hurting, like my shoulders and stuff, and then you find out at the end the reason his back's hurting because the spirit is literally just hanging onto his back, like it's just got his arms wrapped around him, and it's just like extra weight onto his back. I think that was Shudder. The Eye is the one where the woman gets like eye implants, I think, and starts seeing the shit. Dark Water takes place in an apartment complex. I feel like somebody was killed, and they put their body in like the water pump or the water tower thing. I can't fully remember. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of these. That also got remade. I think it's Jennifer Connelly in that. The Ring, obviously, Ringu got remade. I love The Ring, the American version. The Japanese version, the original, is creepy as shit. Like it's a different kind of creepy the way they do it over it. Asian horror in general, but really Japanese stuff, they'll make just like a basic house, just a regular house. The way it's filmed and the way they just do it, it's just like creepy as hell. They really get you to feel the dread and shit in a lot of these movies over there. But a great tap sound too. I'm excited to watch these two. This one I haven't seen at all. This one I may have. This one I never even heard of actually until now. Shogo is an arrogant and condescending star of a popular call-in radio show. While his new studio is being remodeled, he must temporarily broadcast out of Studio 6, a creepy and dilapidated booth. Abandoned since its last DJ committed suicide, suddenly it begins receiving disturbing calls. The voices on the line whisper liar over and over. Has someone discovered the truth about his sinister past, or has the curse of Studio 6 been unleashed again? A lot of it will have that kind of, not that exact thing, but revenge, spirits out for revenge and shit. And then stuff like Ju-On, which isn't part of it. The Grudge here, that was another one that was remade, but it was Ju-On over there. There's a few of them, I believe. The Japanese versions, those are definitely better. Although I like The Grudge here too. I think they made a couple over here too. There used to be an Asian channel back when we had in Massapequa. I think it was on the Dish Network. I think we still had the Dish. There was a random channel that just showed like Asian horror shit. It was awesome. This would have been early kind of mid-2000s. We had Dish. And there was a show too that they had on. It was like little shorts. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes. But some of them were so creepy and good, man. I do have a couple DVDs that have, it's like a compilation, like 6 or 7 stories on them that are really cool. There's one called Crevices. I remember this one where the guy taped up like every crevice or crack in his apartment, and he forgot one, and like this thing comes out and grabs him. It's like shadow, stuff like that. Really cool, creepy shit. I still find this stuff, on Amazon and shit like that. Tubi, I think, has some stuff where you can find these Asian horror movies. They just do a good job over there. To me, they're creepier than Western horror, and I'm not just counting the U.S. I'll say Europe as well and shit. There was a cool movie. It was called Penumbra, I believe. I want to say it was Brazilian, but I could be wrong. That was good. It was about like a cult type thing. That was actually a really good movie. But I was like, oh man, I gotta just pick these up. So I might pick up a couple of these a month. As long as they're priced fine. I don't really want to spend more than $15 on any of them. And some are. Some will pop like $30, not a ton of them. I guess the more rarer ones. But I've always liked this kind of stuff. Since the early 2000s at least. When I first came across them. The Grudge meets Dark Water. That's how they promoted it over here. You get the little. I always forgot. I miss the DVDs when you get the chapter selections, and then it tells you some other ones. Shutter, The Maid, Red Shoes. That's another one. I think I've seen that one too. Cinderella and Cello. Cello and Tale of Two Sisters. I definitely saw back in the day. Cinderella, I believe I did too. Red Shoes sounds really. Shutter, I did see that one. Let's do an opening of this. I do like horror over here from the US and stuff as well, but it's just a different vibe, which you would expect. They both, but some's really good. Depends. I think the horror over here and just the thriller shit has been getting better over the years, at least more unique. But then you get shit like, Halloween back in the day. That's more of a thriller too. It's horror, which is a classic, obviously, and stuff. Oh, this thing. I hate these. This is gonna leave residue on it. It's been so long. When does this come out? This one. 2005. 06 in the USA. 74 minutes this is. Short movie. Which I don't mind. How long is this one? This was 07. That was 94 minutes. So I don't mind a short movie from time to time, to be honest with you. Back in the 80s, the horrors over here, a lot of them would be like 80 minutes. And shit. Sometimes for a horror movie, that's a good length. This one has the chapter selections. And you get Cello again, Prey, and the heirloom on the back. Creepy beyond measure. I'm sure I can measure it. I'm gonna measure the creepiness. I'm getting out my creepy ruler, and I'm measuring the creepiness of it. But yeah, I just loved it, and I was like, I gotta see, because I had a good time watching these back in the day, man. And it's like back then too. I was picking up anime stuff. I'd go to Suncoast. I think it was Suncoast in the mall, Sunrise Mall. It was like Read or Die. I would get those, but they give you like 4 episodes on a DVD, and it was like $25. Silent Mobius. I picked up back then. Some of that stuff's not overly expensive, but has some value now. I think I still have the Silent Mobius ones. Came with like little comics. I think I actually still have one of them on. That was a pretty cool anime. And there's another one too. I don't know if it was Gatekeepers 21 or there's another one that I bought, like the DVD, and got. You get the 4 episodes, and then they tell you when the next one was coming out. So. But yeah, just a little horror movie ramble and DVD pickups of the booth and the ghost. Great disc rattle. And just rambling about Tartan Asia Extreme and just my, history with them. Although, like I said, I can't remember a lot. And some were not under that. Like Ray the Uncanny. They don't have the Grudge movies either. There's a bunch of other ones too. But yeah,